Good evening, family. This is Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, here to invite you to my latest masterclass. Last year, in 2020, September, we did something called the University of You. A masterclass, 4 days long, 4 modules, but it was just me. This year, we're doing something totally different because I want this to be more impactful. This year, we're doing Come to Mises. What do you mean, come to Mises? Well, it's quite simple. You've heard of having a come to Jesus moment. Well, now I'm going to teach you how to confront your darkness, your demons, your trauma, your unhealed hurt. Come to Mises. We're going to teach you how to confront all of those things that inhibit the quality of your relationships. 4 days, 4 modules. We're going to cover emotional sobriety. We're going to cover generational curses. We're even going to cover finances and how to deal with transactional love while living in a transactional society. This is going to be a haymaker of a class, of a course. I don't want you to miss it. So with that said, this is what you need to do. Go to cometomises.com, put in the code ZOLIVE21, and you're going to get 70% off. This is one of those things you get the whole family together. You guys sit down and you watch it. It's like devotion. I remember Big Mama used to do devotion when we were young. This is like devotion, man. We're going to introduce you guys to an African spiritualist. We're going to introduce you guys to a couple of psychotherapists. It's a big deal. Don't miss it. cometomises.com.
Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com.
Now, in my previous book, The Holographic Relationship, I talked about spiritual entropy in context to the scientific model. Entropy is the second law of thermodynamics. And what that basically says is any energy system that goes on will begin to break down the longer it goes on. In relationships, this is how we find ourselves looking for that spark that was lost. Another term for entropy is hidden information. So when we talk about entropy, the longer we don't address something, the longer we don't confront something in relationship, the more the relationship begins to break down into chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, Zolo Mansion's back in the building.
Now,
let me just get right to it. Somebody asked in the chat room,
I talked about
why can't I be found on the Dash Radio app? That's because I'm still building content for Dash Radio. My station, VOR Radio, is coming back.
Energy system,
but I'm putting together the shows that will populate a 12-hour
this is
block.
how we find ourselves looking for that
I'm
spark
recording
that
shows,
was lost. Another
but you
term
can't
for
find those
entropy
shows
is
on Dash. You can only find them right now on YouTube.
Entropy.
Why? Because I broadcast. I
we
take
don't
the camera
address something,
and I go up here and I
the
broadcast.
longer we don't confront something in relationship, the more the relationship begins to break down into chaos.
You know, you come in here, man, hit that like button. The like button is absolutely free. Please hit the like button.
Now,
Show your appreciation for this show, for this information, for this content.
The scientific
but
model.
Liking the video is absolutely free. So please do that. Show your love, show your appreciation. Now, before we get into today's topic, somebody said cut the video off in the background.
I'm sorry. That was
Boy, I need to hire some of these people. Huh?
Wow,
They produce the show, don't they? They know how they like it.
Okay.
So, let me run through this really quickly. I want to get this done. Introducing the Financial Edge membership, your personal team of financial experts that are proven. The Financial Edge membership. Professional bill negotiator. Strategies to shift and grow your current income to create a stronger cash flow. Instant pay raise. Financial strategies and experts that do the work. Industry leading compensation with guaranteed residual income. Industry leading retention and recognition. Guaranteed success. If you follow our plan of action and our expert strategies and opportunities do not help you save more money, of course, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Everything you need to succeed like an expert without having to become one. Because of our experts, they do the work for you. Come let us create your before and after portfolio pictures with a complete financial makeover. The Extra Digit Movement. Senior Director, MWR Financial. Text promo code VOR to our organization text hotline. Area code 910-302-7149. Get a membership at www.mwrfinancial.com/TSP 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw the video earlier. X-Wolf. I'm on it. Works. I'm on it.
Somebody said they almost caught a body with the X.
I bet you they did. I bet you they did. X-Wolf. Go get it. X Labs Sups. That's X Labs. XLABS Sups. SUPPS.com. Go support X Labs Sups. Then go support ZMOS. Delta is running rampant. What you gonna do about it? Nobody is teaching building your immune system. Nobody is teaching staying healthy, fortifying your body with herbs, minerals, trace elements, all of that. CMOS got it all in there. So I have my own brand of CMOS called ZMOS. You can get yours, buy them out, sell them out. You can get yours at CMOSbusiness.com. Also, we do wholesaling. If you want to start your own business like I did, because I'm telling you, I think in the coming future, a lot of people are going to be going to have to stay home because of this vaccinated versus unvaccinated kind of movement that's happening. So if you got to stay home, you might as well start your own business so you can create some positive cash flow, some positive income. You want a wholesale business? Here's one right here, CMOS Business. Go to CMOSbusiness.com. Call 1-800-298-8513. That's 1-800-298-8513. Also, ZMOS is found on this same website. Get your ZMOS in your body. Get your body used to it. Take it as much as you can. I'm telling you, it's coming. Something weird is happening. Pay attention. ZMOS. Also, join my text community. I'm building an SMS community where I'm texting people every day and they're talking to me directly. Here is my actual number. You can text this number right now. 310-496-3836. That's 310-496-3836. Join my SMS text community. Do it now. You already know what I'm on. Total package energy. You better get on that total package energy.
Okay.
I ain't got to tell you. Total package energy is the real deal. Instant energy. And I'm on that vitamin C. And I'm on that B12. You on the dig? Every morning I'm on it. Because I don't know who I'm going to run into. Humans are cumbersome, messy. You know, people still not washing their hands after they come out that bathroom.
Or taking baths. Yeah, so, I mean.
Man, you got to build that immune system for real. And let me tell you something. Stress works to break your immune system down.
Yeah.
And you cannot tell me we're not living in a stressful society right now. So you need to do your part by taking care of yourself. Total Package Energy. Go to totalpackageenergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Totalpackageenergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. All right, I got a special deal.
A special deal?
I found 2 copies of my first book.
What?
Which is out of print. I found 2 copies of my first book, which is out of print. The first 2 people to sign up for the Come to Mises Masterclass, you will get one of these free copies. All you got to do is sign up and then say Rebirth of Seeds. There's only 2 copies. I only got 2 copies. I found it today like, hey! You know, you look in a box you ain't looked in years, and there they were. People have been asking me of late, when is the Rebirth of Seeds coming out? How can I get that book? How can I get that book? Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do your job. Hit the like button for your brother. I got 2 copies.
Most I found was 30 cents when I was.
God. But I tell you what, it's real important that you guys get on this masterclass because it's going to happen. August is winding down really quickly. It's going to happen September 22nd. Come to Mises.com. Go to ComeToMises.com. Yes, I will autograph it for you. Come to Mises.com. Once you go there, type in the discount code ZOLIVE21. That's ZOLIVE21. You will get 70% off. Go do it right now. 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 Also, the HuriKane Report. Let's see. I always had to pause.
Oh, wait.
There we go. The HuriKane Report. Write it, take action, maintain freedom. Go to H-report.news. This is the Black Al Jazeera of reporting, of news reporting. In other words, not the baby Zoe. Damn, Gina. Anyway, like I said, you want news that affects our community? This is where I go to get it. H-report.news. And of course, if you haven't read, because people have been asking me, I haven't read The Holographic Relationship. I haven't read The Relationship Dismount. If you haven't done that, it's really simple. If you want the Relationship Dismount, it is exclusively available on Amazon.com in 3 different formats. Okay? Those formats are Kindle, paperback, as well as Audible. Go to Amazon.com, type in the Relationship Dismount. It'll pop up whatever format you want it in. They have it. Paperback, Audible, Kindle. And then if you want a copy of The Holographic Relationship, it's available in Kindle on Amazon.com. But if you want paperback, you go to my website. I am ZoWilliams.com. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. All right. Let's kick this information. The baby is the bad. Yeah. So we live in a society, I've been saying this for a long time, it's a transactional society. What have you done for me lately, society? You do for me, I do for you. If you love me, then I will love you. It doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. To give you guys a primer on some of the philosophies that I have been pushing. Number 1, the spiritual aspect of relationship is not taught often. All right? Because you live in a transactional, capitalist society. Okay? So it creates these fucking monsters in the world. Love turns into, love don't live here no more, or love don't pay the bills, right? And the thing that eats me the most, and I mean it eats me up, I fucking hate it, You get motherfuckers out here trying to act spiritual and transactional at the same time.
Yeah.
Where my church music?
They verse. They verse.
It's crazy. Spirituality is not transactional. It's not logical. It's not linear. It's not fear-based. It's not concerned with trust and loyalty. Spirituality is a higher level of consciousness. What is consciousness according to theoretical physicists? They're at a loss. Some theoretical physicists say, no, it's not consciousness, it's information. Other theoretical physicists argue information is consciousness. You get the spiritual guy, the guru, the shaman, the psychic, they say consciousness is awareness. Consciousness, information, matter, and energy, awareness, all the same thing. Just synonyms, right? So I'm looking at this story, and the story kind of fucks me up. Let me read this quote from a family law attorney. Her name is Demetria L. Graves. I gave Demetria a show on Dash Radio called Legalish. And this is her quote. I have no sympathy for these athletes. You should know by now. The baby is the bag. In this case, this social media model wrote a book about her plans. So she wrote a book about the easiest way to knock a dude is to get what my brother Kevin Samuels would call high value man. In the black community, the highest value men that are available that, you know, and some people will disagree with me on this, but athletes and music entertainers, right? This woman wrote a book about how to get pregnant by one of those type of dudes and then securing the bag through the court system. Yes, her statement goes on to say, yes, the child support system is flawed, but we all know that. Don't blame the system. You got to get and do better. Especially if you know this system will catch me slipping. Based on my ignorance, judges love to sit on that bench and say, ignorance is no excuse of the law. If you get the Black's Law Dictionary and you look up the word bench in the Black's Law 3rd edition dictionary, you will see that that bench is spelled differently than the English word bench.
Really?
Yes. It's Latin. The word bench means bank. Right?
Okay.
And the person who's standing before the judge is in there on a charge. Now, either you gonna pay doing time or you gonna pay the fine. Mm-hmm. But the judge sits on the bank. Yeah. Now, the bank is metaphoric for the banks of a river, because the banks of the river controls the current of the river. Current is currency. Okay. See, this whole system is built on the manipulation of money. Really sad. Hypergamy. Some people say hypergamy, but it's hypergamy. Hypergamy. Colloquially referred to as marrying up, is a term used in social science for the act or practice of a person marrying a spouse of a higher caste or social status than themselves. This goes back to Tone Talks and Dr. Umar Johnson, when Tone is saying, you're not marrying interracially because you found love. You're marrying interracially because you found a lick, an escape from the bottom of the social status that black men and women represent. Black men in particular are at the bottom in every significant social statistic. Oh, well, Asians are cute to me. Bruce Lee was always fine. My mama had a crush on Bruce Lee.
He's so skinny. He's so skinny.
And Bruce Lee had swag. He act like, I like white men with swag. You can make all the excuses you want to make now. Part of interracial dating is rooted in self-hate. Another part of it is rooted in social escape. Hypergamy. Are African American women dealing in hypergamy? See, how can you deal in hypergamy? Well, you can without knowing the facts. You can look around and say, I don't want a roach crawling out of the cereal box.
No.
You can look around and see that. But this is what I'm saying. We talked about it yesterday on the Voice of Reason show when I say we have inherited some toxic beliefs about relationships from our parents. Did our great-grandmother teach us hypergamy?
Yeah.
Don't you get that pussy? What's she say now?
You don't be with nobody you got to take care of.
Keep going.
Yeah, but also make sure he can provide for you and your children. Now that's a good man if he can do that. He got a good job. He got a car. That's a good man right there. Yeah, he married right now. He got a couple. Don't worry about that. Because as long as he take care of you and your children, that's that man's business.
In hypergamy, the woman is typically of lower social status than the man. Right? Hypogamy is the opposite. Isogamy designates marriage between social equals. Now, if we want to participate in isogamy, that means, baby, it's really you and I. Our situation and circumstances is what it is. But if we truly with each other and down for each other, then it's just you and I. It's isogamy. We from the same place. We from the same social status. Now, let's go out there and really try to pull something together.
Yeah, we can pull out McDonald's checks together and get this apartment over here.
Now, how many people are here really trying to hit a lick relationally?
Majority of people, if you don't, a lot of people are looking for the come up.
This is why I say you ain't never been loved. Look at the layers. Look at the layers. I got problems in my house with my parent or parents if I'm lucky to have had two.
Yeah.
I got problems with them. We've dealt with lack. We've dealt with scarcity and poverty, right? Those relationship standards you outlined that Big Mama or your aunt or your mama taught your sister, right? In order to really be an adult, you got to break up with the limited toolbox of your crib, right?
Yeah.
So you got to deal with that. But then you also got to deal with society saying, you're not of the same social status.
Yeah.
What can he do for you if he not of the same social status? Society has then turned around and said, let's pick one of them.
Because love don't pay no bills.
Love ain't paying no bills, so let's pick one of them to empower. Who has society chosen to empower between black men and women?
Who's chosen to empower?
Between black men and women, who has society chosen?
Black women.
Because they still scared of black men.
Yeah.
They know your car insurance.
Baby.
They know your Netflix, your Hulu, your Disney Plus,
your Paramount Plus.
Your Paramount Plus is out here too. They know that's more important.
And you're going to want the premium package.
So for many especially pretty women. Now let's go deeper. Pretty and booty, like if you pretty with a body, that's currency in this society.
Yeah.
That's a type of currency. On old Voice of Reason shows, what did we say? We asked the women that were sitting at the table, how much money do you think you've earned, if you can call it earning, just dating a guy? In dates, in gifts, how much money do you think one single guy has poured into you during the duration of y'all interaction? Peaches was like, shit, 200, 300,000, 400,000. And that becomes the norm. You saw this story of this girl who basically said her ex still pays her bill. And he out the picture. Listen, when we have these type of conversations, oftentimes women think it's an attack on them. I'm saying no. Right? We're fighting a pandemic. And who got hit the hardest during the pandemic? African Americans. Because of the situation that this society has us in economically, educationally, professionally. Just a week or two ago, what came out? They found out that all of these inmates, and you know African American men make up 50% of the inmates in America. All of these men are getting paid pennies on the dollar to do the work that the people that left their jobs because of COVID.
What?
So the corporations are hiring the inmates at a fraction of the cost. So they in those jobs now.
So that's our new sweatshop? Prisons? Boom.
It's the only place in America where slavery is legal.
Yes.
Now, add inmate wages that are African American, add African American men's inmate wages to the overall picture of black men in America, and we fall down to 51 cents on the dollar. Sisters are at 63 cents on the dollar, but then you got sisters with a hypergamic mind state saying, you got to make more money than me. You got to be, see, Big Mama and them taught you how to be this way. Hypergamy, right? But Big Mama didn't know nothing about the economy. They didn't know nothing about the wealth gap. They didn't know nothing about anything that affects our position here in America.
Yeah.
Question. Define a good woman to a black man. How would a black man define a good woman? Can somebody help me?
Well, Quincy on here, since he has so much to say about women of being overweight and everything, that I would love to see what his definition of what actually a real good woman is to a black. Because obviously they have, number one, they got to be small and they got to be young.
Well, let's hear it. I want to hear what the brothers in the chat got to say. What is the definition of a real good woman to a black man? How would a black man define a real good woman?
I would love to see the response.
Me too. I'm waiting for them to type it in. I would love to see it. Somebody tell me. Somebody said understanding. A woman that's understanding.
Yep.
Somebody said coachable. Somebody said fit, submissive, cooperative, obey. Wow. Somebody said femininity and wisdom. Somebody said, I don't know, I haven't found one yet. They must be height and body mass proportional. Okay.
Wow. She be dumb as rocks, can't cook, lazy, nasty as fuck, but as long as she look good, that's all.
Somebody said a real good woman is regardful, which is thoughtful, realistic. Okay. Somebody said always with this damn submissive.
Thank you, girl. A real
Somebody
man
said mentally flexible. Somebody said fit. Somebody said in general good health. Bringer of peace. Someone who's not trying to fight you at every turn. Let's keep going.
That's good.
This is good stuff. Respectful and real loving. And an adult already. I'll give you that. Respects herself, respects me, disciplined, good hygiene, compassionate.
That's good.
She lets you be you. Now we're getting some really good ones. A woman who will protect her man's reputation. I like that too.
I like that too.
Coachable is everything. Peaceful, mental security, nurturing. Someone supportive of your purpose. A realist. If his mama or female in his life never showed him, he would never know. Point taken. Good point. Why are the brothers in the chat using Kevin Samuel's talking points? Truth doesn't belong to nobody.
Thank you.
And if Kevin Samuel said it, great. That's good.
Fit equals disciplined? Okay. I'm not hating on it. I just needed a clarification because it can mean
they must not be narcissistic. That's a great one.
Yes.
Genuinely spiritual. Appreciation. Understands her role as a woman and respects the man's role. Woman is a man's supplement. Wow, that sounds like a whole nother topic, but damn, that's dope. Cooperative. But a good woman would show him if he's patient to learn. Okay. Controls her mouth and her body count. No betrayal. Not materialistic. Have mental peace. Ooh, okay. So let's go back. Oftentimes, men want their mama. If they had a good mama.
Yeah. If they had.
Here's the problem. And we talk about it all the damn time. Here's the problem. Relationships are not all about the shit we're breaking down here. Somebody said having accountability. Relationships are about your partner revealing what's wrong with you. So, you heard me talk about Joseph Campbell before. Mm-hmm. Relationship is the hero's journey. Meaning, the hero's journey has three major components. It's the beginning, which is the initiation and the call. Then you get challenged by something. And then there's the return. So you see this in all your movies.
Yeah.
Neo, follow the white rabbit. Luke Skywalker, his house burns down on Tatooine. So he's got to go with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, relationships are the initiation and the call to you to discover your internal work. That's the spirit work.
Yeah.
So you got to get out there. Boom. I got to get out here and see what I got to break up with that came with me from the crib. I'm in a relationship and I'm responding like my mama to conflict, although I'm a man. So it's not about her now. Going back to the comments, it's not about her. You got to bring me peace. No, no, you don't want peace. You want your wounds to be quiet.
You want David to play for you, Saul.
Do you? Ooh, you want your wounds to be quiet. She's there to wake up the wound for you to take responsibility of the wound, heal it, embrace it, love on it, then let it go. And in the release of old, unacknowledged, unhealed wounds, you get to grow up spiritually as a person, whether it's a man or a woman. Right? Most people don't want to do this kind of work. So we become controlling. I need you to bring mental peace. You only in search of peace because you're internally in chaos. That's why peace is so sacred to you. But you just call it peace. It's not really peace. You just want quiet. You don't want your wounds to be disturbed. So you want somebody to come in and tiptoe around them wounds. Tiptoe around that work. No, but you got to get that work. Yeah. You got to get that damn work. So, just like Joseph Campbell, the call is the initiation. Who am I? What am I about? Am I the sum total of the beliefs that my mother and father gave me? My mother and father were crazy than a bag of cats. But am I what they said I was? Am I what they molded me to be? Relationship is the initiation into that call. Back to previous shows. That person who showed up in your life is just the question. Now,
is everything you want, is everything you need yourself?
Absolutely. And everything that you can provide to yourself.
Okay.
So look what kind of monsters society has produced. You got that picture of Brittany Griner?
Brittany Griner?
Not the basketball player. What's the name?
Oh, the girl.
Bundle of Brittany or whatever.
Oh, her? Brittany?
That boy is 22 years old. That is 11 twice.
Come on, 11 twice.
I don't know if the story is true. My friend who is a family law attorney, she does this work. This woman wrote a book. She wrote a book about how to make the baby the bag. She get with this dude. He is a first round draft pick, I think in the 2019 class. He's 22.
Yeah.
She get with him, get pregnant, have a baby, and a couple months after the baby, she gone. Break up. Now, allegedly, potentially, this young man, now whether this is all true or not, but this is what's being reported out there. This is the speculation. But whether this is true or not, there are people who have actually gone through this for real.
Yeah.
This is what a social mercenary looks like. And people are calling him a dummy. That's a child.
Yeah.
You think he's emotionally mature? You think he has really understood who and what he was? No. The universe has a way of hitting you upside your head when you're ignorant to its function. This is a slap upside the head by the universe.
For her, a lot of women consider that residual income. I do one thing one time and then I get paid, reoccurringly for something that I did. But it's not good, but it's not new.
Is this the same woman who complained about Colin Kaepernick? She had to pay for her own ticket to fly to go fuck him.
She also was with Lil Uzi too.
Huh. Young man, if all you got to do is Google the stories on this woman before you go raw, young man, before you go raw, Google the stories and ask yourself, is this the kind of woman I want? You got all types of black, we call them the lords of our society, because they got millions of dollars that see a girl and think, oh, she's a baddie. She on social media. She got a following. She's a baddie. I'm finna cuff her. But let me tell you what about these baddies on social media. First off, in real life, they ain't as bad.
That part.
That's number one.
The filter game is terrible.
Secondarily, being a baddie is now a business. All I got to do is do that sink pose and put that ass cheek right on that sink, right on the edge of that sink. And I'm going to get thirsty nigga likes.
That's what she gonna give you.
Now he got to deal with this until he 18 for 18 more years.
Okay.
Somebody said, where was his father to teach him the game? Well, 70%. I'm not saying his father wasn't in his life, but the chances are 70% of African American children are born out of wedlock. Miles Matthews. Thank you, brother. Thank you. There's a couple people in here who hit the super chat. Let me thank y'all right now, man, because I appreciate everything y'all can do. Roger Wilco. Zoe, I need that Rebirth of Seeds. Tuned in late. How do I get the last? I said, anybody who orders to come to Mises, if 2 people order to come to Mises right now, those 2 people, the first 2 people that get it, will get one of these books. All you have to do is type Rebirth of Seeds, and I'll mail you I'll reach out to you and get your address and mail you your copy. Listen, these books are out of print. Come to Mises.com. Put in the code ZOLIVE21. Roger Wilco, thanks again. Who else?
Miles Matthews.
Eric, what is this? Eric, I don't know how to say it. Dunane. I think that's it. Dunane. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys hitting that super chat. Please hit the super chat and show your love for the show. Please hit the super chat and show your love for the show. So I'm a little disappointed because, yes, that brother does need a father. That brother does need somebody in his life that can kind of navigate him through the pitfalls of being a multimillionaire in the NBA and what is out there waiting on him. My son, when he was in his senior year of high school, one of the recruiters, I ain't gonna say for which university, but it's a big time university down south.
I can imagine.
And it wasn't Auburn, where he eventually went, right? That man said, okay, we offered you, but because we offered you and we are who we are, fuck it, I'll say it was Louisville. And we are who we are.
Okay.
He said, everybody coming. And he says, when everybody comes, so does the money. That's what the recruiter said. And when we met with that recruiter, you know what he said? We got programs to keep the older women away from the younger recruits. He said, because there are women on the campus that are students, and some are not students. Some live off campus. Mm-hmm. They look good. They got a little piece of paper. They got a car, and you'll have access to all of that. Because the baby is the bag.
Yeah. But you also have, but see, the thing is that a lot of people, especially the gentlemen in the chat, that were saying all these things about things that they want from women. A lot of them were very superficial. The same things that they're bagging this dude for looking at for this lady for, they're saying that's what they want in a relationship from a woman. So it's like you can't call him dumb, yet at the same time you saying that's what you want. You wish you had the money to get a girl like that and be called dumb and all this kind of stuff. You don't even have that. But yeah, you want the same thing this dude have, yet want to bag him at the same time. You can't have it both ways.
Is it possible to have a good person in a bad society? Is it possible to get a healthy person in a sick society? Is it possible to achieve that?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everybody in this society is bad, because it's not, everybody in this society isn't bad. I'm saying the norm, the baseline, the standard, most of the people, men and women, because men on the flip side, okay, I got the money. You gonna do what I tell you.
Yeah.
Now, you remember where you live? You remember how you was raised, girl? You the pretty one in your family. Everybody else is mud duck ugly. And y'all broke. So you want to come over here and live this kind of life? These are the standards and parameters you going to have to follow.
Thank you.
You know who did that?
Who?
Ike Turner.
Oh.
He got Tina Turner from Nutbush.
Okay.
Oh, Nutbush.
Hey.
Nutbush.
Nut.
Ike got that pretty girl from Nutbush, Tennessee.
Turn that wig around.
Oh, Nutbush. Got that girl from Nutbush, Tennessee. Changed her whole life. Took care of her mama. Got her mama a car. They had to want for nothing in terms of finances, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then she entered a cycle called intimate terrorism. She was in a relationship with an intimate terrorist.
Yeah.
And the key to an intimate terrorism is the access or the axis of control. I'm going to control the purse strings. I'm going to control your communication. You can't call your mama. All of these controls are under the threat of violence.
Yeah.
I will hurt you if you step outside. And there are a lot of motherfuckers that if I pay for everything, you gonna shut your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah. Better not say nothing.
Oh, nut, boo.
But she went on, what's love got to do with it in that limo?
Someone said Judge Joe said Tina just as evil as Mike. Oh, it's Ike. I'm not disputing that. Listen, you guys, listen. I don't know if y'all have picked up or not. I'm not a unidirectional thinker. Right? Relationship conflict is bidirectional. It's not unidirectional. Bidirectional means it's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. Willie Johnson, thank you. It's not a one-way street, fam. I know relationship disturbances and relationship violence is a two-way street. Right? There are different types of violence. There's different forms of violence. There's emotional violence. There's verbal violence. Some people even postulate that verbal violence is more damaging, and I would say verbal and emotional violence more damaging than physical violence.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, just hit me. Shut up and just.
Some people think they're being loved on when they're being abused. I'm saying there's always two sides to one coin. If you got those type of women out there that prey on the young millionaires, you also have millionaires that mirror them. They prey on the baddies.
Thank you.
Oh, you gonna play this game? You gonna play this transactional game?
Yep.
I'm gonna show you what transaction is. Yeah, I'm gonna get you that little whip, that little Jeep you want. I'm gonna get, that's what it is. I'm gonna get your mama a Jeep, whatever. You want the little Benz buggy? I got you. But I got you.
What do we say about that? But that don't supposed to be wrong because the man got the power then, right?
If he got the money,
that's what they think.
He got the power. A marriage relationship does not and cannot be transactional. It must involve generous and selfless action with pure motive, no expectation of return, and no expiration date. It is work, but it is worth it. This form of marriage is rare. Let me read it again. A marriage relationship does not and cannot be transactional. It can be transactional. It should say and should not be transactional. But most marriages are transactional because most people have silent contracts.
Come on.
This is a contract I'm not going to disclose to you, but I have an expectation for you to fulfill. True marriage must involve generous and selfless actions and pure motives. For all the married people out there, how pure are your motives? And how pure do you think your partner's motives are?
And a good marriage is not determined on length of the marriage either.
No.
Just because some people have been married 45 years, they've been happy for 2 months.
That don't mean they've been happy all 45 years. Let's get back to that question.
Yeah.
How pure are the motives? All right, I'm about to go.
Why?
You know, I'll leave when motherfuckers don't participate. Hit the like button.
I mean, you know,
most of these marriages be cruel than a motherfucker.
Oh, it's very married but not engaged. People that are doing tit for tat. I stopped hanging with this girl back home because to get back at her husband for being on years of cocaine and her staying with him. Once he got off, she was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm finna cheat. And started cheating on him. And I'm like, that doesn't make it better. That doesn't tell me he owe me this. Bitch, you should have cheated when he was on cocaine. He wouldn't have remembered.
Now he gonna remember everything.
Now I remember everything.
Somebody said I'm about 70-30 in my marriage. 70-30. Not a 50-50 love. Yeah.
Oh my God.
A transactional relationship. Giving to those who give you something back. Kindness. Giving to those who probably may never repay you. Do you see the difference? A transactional relationship. I'm giving you something in hopes that you give it back. I've said many times, love is not a boomerang. You don't throw it and it come back. You think if it don't come back, it wasn't real. Love is not about transaction. You understand? Kindness. Giving to those who probably may never pay you back. That's an act of kindness.
Yeah.
How many acts of kindness do you perpetuate in your relationship?
The just because gifts.
The just because.
Yeah.
How often do you find yourself saying to yourself, they didn't even say thank you?
Yeah. But they smile.
See, on the spirit side, relationship is saying this. Why do they need to say thank you? Why do you need thank you? See, that is revealing something in you. I'm in pursuit of the appreciation of the act.
It's a principal prostitute.
Boy.
Look, I'm doing this. You supposed to give me what I want still.
Oh, a principal prostitute. Somebody making a t-shirt. Somebody making a meme. Fuck. Somebody said, and this is great. I love this quote, man. Gratitude always greases the wheels. But that's only if the wheels are rusty.
Thank you.
See, let me explain something to you. If you're giving, if you give something because you love, because you are grateful to be in the position to give in the first place, that should be thanks enough. Yeah. We talk in spirit. See, this is the part people don't want to deal with. You're not spiritual. So your relationships must be transactional. They must be quid pro quo?
Quid pro quo. Like, I'm not spiritual. I just play one on Instagram.
This motherfucker out here, the Britney girl, she be doing yoga and be trying to say deep shit, and it's like, really? This is what I'm saying. You got a lot of motherfuckers out there that co-opt spiritual phrases and terms, but are not spiritual. They are mercenaries under perfumed, flowery words. Speak your truth, sister. Don't let nobody make you small.
Yeah, okay.
Don't let nobody minimize you. Now you saw half of Fix My Life, and all of a sudden you got Iyanla's talking points, but you ain't lived. Do you know what Iyanla had to go through to get deep like she is?
Baby. Woof.
Marcus Q. Good looking, man. Good looking, Marcus Q. Man, y'all doing us right here, man. We appreciate it. Kindness, giving to those who probably may never repay you. And if you're spiritually sound within yourself, if you found true self-knowledge, true self-love, true self-appreciation, true self-approval, true self-gratitude. In other words, I'm grateful that I am the me I am today.
Yeah.
It don't matter if somebody else says the words. See, I can say the word and not mean it. But you don't care. You just want to hear. Do you see? That's what you're supposed to work on. Why do you want to hear it, even from somebody who don't mean it?
Oh, as a needy Virgo in the past, that's what I just want to hear it. Why can't you just give me that? I can attest to that. That's true.
Why can't you just give me that?
I can't give me that.
Somebody mean it. Why can't you just give me that?
Give me that.
Come on. Paul Bennett, thank you. Is every form of expectation in relationship detrimental? Here's the thing. Relationship specialists, scientists, I study them all. They will say the most healthy relationships have flexible beliefs. I would say relationships, I would add one word, is every form of inflexible expectation in relationships detrimental? My answer to that would be yes. Where there is inflexibility and rigidity, there is the propensity that that relationship will fracture and break. Bruce Lee, be water, my friend. You pour water in a cup, it takes the form of the cup. See, when situations and circumstances in your relationship change and evolve, you must do the same with your expectations. You got people in relationship acting like the government. Now, I know last year was bad.
I seen your W-2s.
Okay, I understand. Last year was bad. Last year was the COVID year. But, nigga, this 2021 now. We ain't going to be able to float you too much longer. So you got people acting like that in relationship. That's why I say most women and most men have a deeper, more loving relationship with the broken standards they got from their parents than they do with their partner.
Because a lot of people, when they try to, well, I can say it with me, some things I want to change from my past, at the same time, it still vibes with where I am currently. So my current self is still battling with what I'm trying to overcome. And that can be very hard and tricky at times. But then sometimes you get into a compromise state where you mix the two, and that makes it worse.
But here's the thing. Trying to get your partner to enroll in the army of your wounds is not doing the work.
No.
See, you want your partner to stand guard over your unhealed hurt. This happened to me in the past. The past is still here with me. Now I need you to stand guard. And as long as you stand guard, that is a validation that you actually want me, that you love me, that you care for me. That's not how this works. Your partner is there to reflect that wound back to you so So you can constantly be in sight of it like, oh, this is with me everywhere. Okay, let me get rid of this nigga and get a new nigga. And that wound is right there going, yes, it don't matter the nigga. The nigga is just the question. The nigga that relationship gonna keep asking you that same question until you confront it within yourself.
I mean, a lot of people you treat the guy like he's your girlfriend at the club holding the restroom door because it's broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get rid of something at the same time. You still can't see me. Don't come in here. Just stand outside, hold the door while I work on this in here. And it happens all the time.
Oh my God, Sarah.
But you think you're doing good. That's the thing. A lot of people don't know, and they think a lot of the work is self-work you can do like purely on your own. A lot of times you need outside help to help you steer you in the right direction. Self-help doesn't mean that it's alone help. Like, it's just
come on, Sarah. Come on.
You need books. You need people with wisdom in your life to tell you different, to instruct you and guide you on different things. You still have to do the work, but there's a blueprint of get you in the right direction.
Ida Lopez, thank you. Y'all hitting that super chat. I appreciate it. Character. What motivations lie in your heart? Why does this matter? Because your motivations tie directly into your intentions tie directly into your actions. See, I always tell women, don't let your unhealed trauma be the writer, producer, and director of your relationship reality. If they're writing your relationship script, you're going to attract actors to fill the role.
Come on the role of my boyfriend at the family picnic. Yeah, you're a casting director.
Integrity. How those actions are congruent with what is in your heart. Do you know men perform for women, but their actions are not congruent with their heart? How many men have dated a certain type of woman because they were at a certain level in life? I'm talking about the men were at a certain level in life, and that woman represented a self-esteem boost.
Oh.
See, I couldn't get her before I got this gig. I couldn't get her before I got this job.
Now she see me though.
She see me now. Huh? Yes. Do you see what society has done to relationships? Do you see how society has broken us? We think we're relating to somebody. No, they're feeding off of us in some way, shape, or form. It could be feeding off your presence. It could be feeding off your energy. It could be feeding off your sex. It could be feeding off your wallet. How you got relationship options and you ain't got nowhere to live?
Come on.
And part of who you gonna be with is predicated on where you gonna stay.
She stay on the bus line, so I know she got a car. That's horrible.
Only love that continues to flow in the face of anger, blame, and indifference can be called love. Everything else is simply transaction. So you mean to tell me Brittany and that boy couldn't have gone through something really, really tough? Because I don't know the ins and outs. He might have choked her. He might have beat her up. He might have socked on her. I don't know. Maybe he didn't do that. Maybe he's a good kid. Okay. Let's just say hypothetically, something like that happened and she had to get out and didn't reveal it. But if something like that didn't happen and she wrote a book talking about this is how you get the bag.
Thank you.
And then she acts out what the book said, this is what you're supposed to do. Let me read it again. Only love that continues to flow in the face of anger, blame, and indifference can be called love. In other words, the difficulty that relationship brings, you gonna know if somebody really down for you.
Yeah.
Because if you go to hell with each other, you go to hell because of each other, and you guys come out of hell as advocates of each other, now you know you might be dealing with some love.
Yeah.
We've been through hell, but I'm still an advocate for your well-being. Oh, man. Somebody said none of us was taught like that. Duh, Sam. Duh.
Something you should know. It's just like if I'm a parent and I get mad because I didn't watch the R. Kelly video with the little 14-year-old, and then I take my child down there to the studio, I know what's finna go down. I'm sorry that R. Kelly, whatever.
I'm just saying, the reports just came out and they said it's verified that R. Kelly had sex with 15, 16-year-old Aaliyah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like certain things you know. Niggas be knowing, but everybody think they're just not gonna be that nigga. That's a sucker nigga over there. That I can do it and without it being unscathed.
How many of you are okay going through hell with your partner? Sarah quiet than motherfucker. Normally she got quips and jokes. And how many of you in the chat room right now are okay with going through hell with your partner?
Did you love them before the hell?
I ain't answering no more questions.
Okay. No, I'm saying it's a difference between, it feel a little different if y'all were in love before the hell. Because that forms of, but I know a couple right now, they going through hell because both of their mothers died, and that's how it brought them together. Grieving.
I'm gonna say it again. How many of you are okay going through hell with your partner?
At least I won't be by myself. That's selfish. Is that selfish?
Go back to Joseph Campbell.
Okay.
In order for Neo to become Neo, he got to hear the motherfucking architect say, "Sorry, kid, you've got the gift, but you're waiting on something." She told him he wasn't the one. Not because he actually wasn't the one, but because he didn't believe he was the one. She said, look up at that sign. That sign right there says, know thyself. And in relationship, it is designed for you to know yourself through the reflection of your partner. That's right, the oracle, not the architect, the oracle. Thank you for the correction. Your reflection comes from your partner. And in order for you to become the one, you've got to accept that reflection. Now, what if that reflection is ugly, dark, shadow, and demonic, and you have been suppressing it? Do you know what motherfuckers is doing nowadays?
What?
I could do bad all by myself.
Baby, bye.
That is one of the greatest cop-outs in the world. Because every time you see your reflection, you refuse to acknowledge that it's you. Psychologically speaking, most people project darkness onto others. You come in here and you disrupt my spirit. You disrupt my vibe. Your vibe is designed to keep you from seeing you. So when your reflection walks through and upsets this little cloud nine, this fake illusionary matrix-like cloud nine you've created for so-called peace, you project that darkness. You did this.
Spiritual.
I was doing fine before you came in here with all this. No, I came in here and reflected something in you that you refuse to take credit for. Like I said, most psychologists will tell you, most people inherently don't want to see themselves as bad. So it's got to be somebody bringing this bullshit to me.
But a lot of people suffer from spiritual Tourette's and epilepsy because after a while they can't help themselves. All of a sudden you start seizing. What's wrong with this bitch? Wait a minute. You can't control it because the more you're with somebody, the more you're going to see them fully.
Hold on. Somebody says, Zoe, you do have energy vampires that can't see their reflection. Let's delve. Let's delve. Right? An energy vampire, somebody who's sucking your energy. Yeah. Light attracts light. It's rare that you get unlike and like together. Why? Because they don't recognize each other. If you spent most of your time doing this, revealing your neck to energy vampires, now all of a sudden you tired of energy vampires because they suck your energy, wouldn't you have to change something about you that would make you less attractive to an energy vampire?
Bitch, wear a turtleneck. No, it's like, no.
See, look at this. Narcissists and enablers are soulmates.
What? Because they perfectly fit together.
Because you get some people that come through and go, wait a minute, you's a narcissist. No, never mind.
Next.
You get some people that are sensitive to the energy of narcissists, right? Mm-hmm. Sensitive to the energy of gaslighters, right? But there's something in you that you do to you that says it's okay for you to do narcissism and gaslighting to me. So you think the mirror of relationship just don't work and niggas just haphazardly jump into you and be like, hey, you got some pretty sweet energy. No, I see holes in your spirit from previous vampires. And now you want to hold out on that sweet, good energy after you done fed the nation. Right, always exposing their neck, calling other people energy vampires. Put a turtleneck on. Okay. Wear a scarf. Put a garland of garlic around your Stop out here. I should be able to do what I want to do.
Okay.
If I want to expose my neck, I should be able to. My spiritual neck.
Put a little perfume on it and everything.
Oh, God. Wow. Hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. Come on, get in here. Y'all think this relationship shit is a game. It's not a game. I bet you that fucking relationship with that girl and that basketball boy was fun than a motherfucker for 6, 7, 8 months. I bet you she was on all types of boats, doing all types of ass shots on the boat sink, bathroom sink. I bet you she did all types of nasty shit. Yeah. Protect your neck, Wu-Tang. I bet you that traveling, going places.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you that shit was fun than a motherfucker for a quick second. Y'all gonna stop marginalizing the spiritual importance of relationships. Relationships are designed to show you. I can't. Sometimes I feel bad and I gotta go say sorry to the universe. The universe fucked me up yesterday.
What?
I got some bad news yesterday. And I was mad. So I started cussing the universe out. What the fuck is going on? Now this ain't right. This ain't right. I was mad than a motherfucker. So I'm going over to the cigar lounge. I pull over to the cigar lounge, pull over to my little parking spot and scraped up my rims immediately. Then I start cussing more. I said, oh, so you finna punish me, right? Because I'm cussing you out. I get punished instantly? when I get rewarded incrementally, what the fuck is going on? How you gonna reward me in increments, but you gonna punish me instantly? Well, I guess that was just my shit.
That's like when both my hubcaps fell off. But go ahead.
As soon as I scraped my rims, I said, I'm sorry. I apologize, universe, God, Lord, please. Ancestors, I'm sorry.
He's back on track real fast.
Hell yeah. Scraped them rims. I said, oh shit. God damn. I'm sorry. If you get into a relationship, know who you're getting into the relationship with. Right? Mm-hmm. Know who you're getting into the relationship with. It's not hard to know who you're getting into a relationship with if they're on social media.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? You need to understand that being, a black man of means is a rarity in this society.
And not gay.
Black man, millionaire, heterosexual.
A chupacabra. No,
that's a chupacabra, right? Know who you're getting into a situation with. Because with my mind, if I'm that 22-year-old guy, but I have my mind and I see who that is, because I've seen her before at Dash Radio. She is a pretty girl. But what that mean?
But they know that.
Pretty don't mean nothing. You could be pretty malicious, pretty vindictive,
okay,
pretty childish, pretty immature,
pretty deadly.
And in his case, pretty mercenary.
Pew, pew. Got him. Yeah. For the young brothers out there, I always tell the young brothers, find out the societal disposition of the woman you want to make yours. If a woman is saying, I'm going to go out here and get this vaccine because I can't lose my job. Not because vaccines haven't worked in the past, but vaccines haven't worked, right? Mm-hmm. But as Kwame Brown calls it, go along to get along gang. Mm-hmm. If you are with a person, male or female, and they're part of the go along to get along gang, they will roll over on your ass when it comes to what is theirs. Self-preservation.
Self-preservation will be their number one priority.
Absolutely.
And relationship is about communion. It's about union.
Yeah. Do you think that it's only when you become married you become one, or when you're in a relationship and you're both in love with each other?
Please demystify marriage. Marriage does not make you one.
That's
what. It's a great question. Mm-hmm. We have to demystify marriage. Mm-hmm. Marriage does not make you one. Marriage is a societal construct. It is a ritual. Mm-hmm. It is a cultural symbol of what should already be there. Going through the ceremony of being married does not make you love harder. This is why if you poll most of the married people and you ask them, what was the greatest day of y'all's relationship? Oh, the day we got married. So you mean it was all downhill since that day? Find out what they believe socially. Yeah. Then after you find out what they believe socially, find out what they believe familially, family-wise. Familial. The familial is the word.
Yeah, the Hassan moment.
Yeah. Timmy tight top. Right? Find out what their family beliefs are. Mm-hmm. They're family ideas. I had one girl that told me, don't talk about Obama around my mama. Because they was on the bougie side. Oh. But when you around my dad, you can talk about the Moors and Obama and history and culture, but don't do that around them. That's a conflict. You understand?
But I speak to their families. She just giving you head up on game.
Huh?
She just giving you heads up on game.
No.
Okay.
No. Because what she's doing is creating this motherfucking balancing act.
Oh, okay.
But the reality of it is, she believes as her mama believes too. She might like the information that I could share with her father, but ultimately she believes what her mama believes too. And it ain't a conflict between us now, but it can grow into one. If I stand in my belief and I mature in my belief that all this shit is bullshit and a game, part of you believes what your mama believes is true though. That could create a rift.
Yeah.
Hit the like button, y'all. Let's get to 300 likes. Can we get to 300 likes? I'd appreciate it. Hit the like button. Can we get to 300 likes? Here's my point about society. We see it's sick, right? We see it's deranged, right? We see it's problematic, right? You got a woman or a man that's an advocate for it? That's a problem, right? Especially if you're of the consciousness that says, hey, something is wrong with our society. Something is wrong. And there was, at one point she told me, they're going to kill you like they killed Malcolm X. You should stop talking. You should stop teaching. And to me, I was offended by that.
What is she?
Because it was about her. Nigga, I need you to live because I want you. Damn everybody else. What? But what if that's what I'm supposed to do?
Like Coretta Scott King said that she knew she was raised to be MLK's wife. Like she already knew. You gotta have somebody down with you like that.
Betty Shabazz.
Yes. It's going. If he's going down, it's going down. But I'm gonna be here.
If it's going down, let's get it over with. Houston, 5th Ward.
Hey! Thought about the trade out. You know what I'm saying? And then the baby being the bag though is kind of. Then what do we think about children? Are children transactional?
The child support industry makes over $50 billion a year. The bag is going to come from somewhere, whether it comes from a baller or a staller. My career has stalled, my life has stalled, but we got a baby. Well, you're going to owe the government.
Yep.
That bag gonna come from somewhere because that baby gotta eat.
Okay.
Do you see how difficult it is to get to the spirit work? When all of this shit is happening within this society?
Yeah. That's why you have to unplug in order to really delve into that.
Ain't nobody unplugging.
Oh, okay. Now it says MTV Unplugged.
Is it possible to make your interactions with your significant other transformational over transaction? They've turned the interaction that is transformational into a transaction. Well, I stopped learning. And once I stopped learning, I knew the relationship was over. Did you stop learning or did you stop listening?
I think it was the listening.
See, a lot of people make a lot of excuses. Mm-hmm. Did you stop learning because you stopped listening? See, it's easy to learn when the learning is easy. When the learning gets difficult, when the work gets difficult, oftentimes you see that transformational exchange between two people as a fucking attack. Have you dealt with a partner that has some kind of substance abuse and you're trying to help them transform from a loving space by simply trying to talk to them, but that conversation turns into an attack?
Yeah.
Or is interpreted as an attack? So above and beyond all of that, how are we going to pay the Netflix bill?
Yeah, all that. Same time.
Are we still going to Taco Tuesday? That's what we do on Tuesday.
Are we having a barbecue? Because the neighbors had one last week, but we had one bigger. We got the DJ coming. We got the...
And Valentine's Day is on the way.
Oh, yeah. I know niggas that break up on purpose before holidays.
Somebody said they're saying to me that these mothers only want to cash out on their children. That's disturbing and frightens me to want a relation. Why would that be disturbing and frightening to you? We're describing the mentality of the transactional relationship. King, thank you for hitting the super chat. Hey, everybody in here, please hit that super chat or my Cash App. Show your love to myself and Sarah. We came in here to do the damn thing today, and we're having a wonderful show. And for all the people who have already supported, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It shouldn't scare you if you have discernment. It shouldn't scare you if you have discipline. Oh, wow, Christina Tran. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The super chat. Let's get it cracking.
Let's get it.
It shouldn't scare you if you have a discipline within yourself to not rush into. Let me slow down and say, who are you? Man, woman? What are you about? What have you been about? What are your top 5 failures? What are the top 5 things that make you undateable or unrelatable? I'm saying, these are questions. Because brother said, make me not want to be in a relationship. You have to be in a relationship because relationship is school. It is the school of you. It is the temple of you. So you got to be. So where's your discipline? Oftentimes we are in a rush to get them panties. Oftentimes we're in a rush to get the cuddle and to be hugged and kissed on the cheek and appreciated or whatever it is we lacked from our people, from home. We're in a rush to get whatever we can fit in the hole that our home created.
The reason why I love theater so much and I love doing plays is because of the immediate gratification of the audience. And that's why a lot of the people are so fake in relationships. They feel like they're in a play, in some Tyler Perry play, or they're on stage somewhere. So therefore, it's to get that immediate reaction out of people. And that's when you meet somebody, you want to know, do they really like me? The chemistry they have. If my dick get hard and my pussy get wet for them, I know this gonna be the one. I know this.
My pussy ain't got wet that fast for anybody.
Exactly. I never squirted.
There's something magical about him.
I never squirted, but with him, that's how I knew he was it. I was like, what?
God spoke to my vulva.
Come on.
He didn't speak to my head. He spoke to my vulva.
My vulva.
My vulva answered immediately.
Yes.
And therein lies the problem.
Exactly.
right? I tell people all the time, take an inventory, an audit of what you need to work on. And then look for that when you get in a relationship. Look for signs of it. Look for your triggers. Don't look for the person who triggers you. Right? When they trigger you, you're supposed to be journaling. Oh, shit, that shit popped up March 12th. Right?
Yeah.
2019. And this is how. Do a journal of responses. See, it's not the issue that is your issue. It's how you respond to the issue that is your issue. So do a journal of responses. I'm giving up a lot of game.
Yeah. And I remember laying in the bed crying at night because I could not be with the dude that I was talking to because he was on parole and couldn't get out of the house after 9 p.m. And he was assigned to his mama house, so I wasn't going to lay up over there. And the one time that I did, I couldn't lay on my side because he had to charge his leg on the other side.
Is my church music playing?
I'm going to put it up. Oh, yeah, turn the baby off. Turn the baby off. Your church music is on. Oh, yes.
Lord,
oh, yes.
Lord.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, Lord.
If you not looking for you.
Oh, Lord.
If you are not looking to renew you through the vehicle of relationship, you are just there to provide something that somebody else needs from you.
Yeah, Lord.
And to receive what you feel you need from them. You will now find yourself in a transactional relationship. Lord.
You standing at the
what
checkout
have
of
you
your
done for me
lately?
See, now it turns into when you stop doing for me, I stop doing for you. See, because I only do for you because you do for me. See, that's how you validate my love language. I'm a doer. Yet at the same time, I'm a receiver of what's been done.
Oh, Lord.
See, now when you get away from returning what I've done, then we off track. We off our path.
You done ran out on your chick of love.
Lord. We are off track. Somebody tell you, I love you if you love me.
If you love,
I accept you if you accept me.
Conditional.
My.
Oh, Lord.
If you're in a transactional relationship, please understand that your relationship will be agenda driven. Right? Things must be solved immediately. Lord. Listen, if there is no solution, then what is the conclusion? That's a transactional relationship. I need a solution or there must be a conclusion. You see, we're going to have to end this thing because these problems are persistent. But see, in a transformational relationship, we become problem managers. We become conflict managers. See, a lot of people don't want to manage the problem. They want a solution to the problem. But let me tell you something about spirit. Sometimes it takes years to actually absolve a problem completely. Why? Because I'm getting knowledge about myself from the reflection of myself through my partner in an incremental fashion. It's coming piece by piece. It's not coming lease by lease.
Ooh,
Lord have mercy now.
Come on.
So a transactional relationship, there's limited interaction. It's conditionally motivated. Oh, I will love based on these conditions. You see, if you meet my conditions, my standards, my principles, my template for how to interact with me, then maybe we got something going. But let me tell you, transformational is evolving over time. We growing and learning over time. We're having specific conversations about just the problem at hand, not all the problems that have accumulated to this point. I think some relationship specialists will call that kitchen sinking. Okay, we arguing about the trash, but now we done ventured into talking about your mama staying with us. And we done ventured into talking about the bills that we owe. We done ventured into talking about disciplining the children in an inappropriate way. We done ventured into everything. We done ventured into who cheated on who now.
You talking good now.
Lord.
But the difference between a manager and a regular employee, one is able to clock in and out and the other one is salary. Hey, oh Lord.
Lord. You want something different? You want something better? You gotta be better. I need my dream woman to need herself more than she needs me.
Oh, that's a word. That's a word. Nah,
I need her to need herself more than she needs me.
Baby.
I am not defined by your need of me. Do you understand?
Come on.
I am not elevated because you need me. In a way, I'm marginalized because I'm always on duty. See, I need you to be on duty.
Come on call.
You need to be on call for you. And when you stand up for and to yourself, when you stand up and say, self, you don't get to be a baby today. You don't get to be an inner child today. You have to be an adult and deal with your co-creation of this relationship you said you wanted.
Come on now.
You don't get to not want it because it isn't giving you what you signed up for. Lord.
You preaching good, Pastor. Will there be one?
Turn to the book of Stop Hoeing Yourself Out.
Oh, Lord! Read,
Chapter 11, verse 32.
Hey.
Transactional or competitive relationships are those relationships in which both parties buying and supplying goods to each other determines the wealth or the value of the interaction itself. What does a flower owe you? That flower don't owe you its fragrance.
Not at all.
That flower does not owe you its fragrance. But you can participate in it and leave it the fuck alone. If you loved it, you'd smell it and bounce. But because you're transactional in your relating, you want to take that beauty that happened in nature and cut it, virtually killing it, and putting it in a vase where it's only going to last a couple of days because you want it with you.
Yeah, sniffing.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Lord. If you love that flower, you leave that flower where it is and you come back and visit and talk to it.
Come on, talk to it.
It'll keep giving you that perfume. See, you don't want to do that. You don't want to leave it alone.
You don't leave it alone.
You want to possess it. You want to possess it.
Possession kills.
Ooh, possession kills. Lord have mercy. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all tell that like button you love it today. Yes, that's your offering for today. That like button, everybody. You hit that like button. You tell that like button, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Relationship. The University of You. I hope somebody does timestamps. Because them motherfucking those journals.
I love it.
Them journals. I done gave y'all a good game today. We got to stop misusing the children. Because in this society, somebody gonna make a bag off them kids, whether it's the government, whether it's your sweat equity that you put into your corporation, your business, or you work in a job, whether it's child support, or whether it is, you know, a millionaire ball player. Somebody got to pay for those kids.
Yeah.
And the way the economy is going and the way the wealth gap is going, I talk to Tone damn near every day. Tone be sending me all this data and information, right? About the wealth gap. And it's unfortunate that this is now a reality. This is a bona fide, real ass hustle. It has always been a hustle, but in today's climate, now more than ever. I remember a few years back, a girl told me, go ahead, come in me. We can just go to CVS and get a plan B.
Okay. Or you can, a condom is cheaper.
She said, we can go to CVS and get a plan B, is what she said.
That's nice.
Now my mind said, how many niggas do you tell this to? Because clearly this is something that comes off the tongue rather easy. You didn't even contemplate it. This was in the heat of the moment. Come in me so we can go to CVS and get a plan B. I said, let me get out this thing.
Because you like Walgreens or something?
I said, where am I? I'm in Bizarro world.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody said, that's not how Plan B works. It's not how any of this works. Relationship gonna grow you up. Well, the spiritual aspect of it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Zolo Mansions with myself and Sarah. Lord have mercy, Sarah. Listen, nobody got this. I have 2 copies of the relation or the rebirth of seeds. Please go sign up. This is something that you don't want to miss. A lot of these Zolo Mansions, Zolo Mansions are a deep dive into the Shrouded Lighthouse, the holographic relationship, the relationship dismount, and now the Come to Mises Masterclass. All right? I'm telling you guys right now, this Come to Mises Masterclass is not something you should take lightly, or is not something that you want to miss. This is not about paying Zo for his services. This is more about investing in yourself. Because like I said, I believe lockdowns are coming. And I believe with lockdowns, so will the domestic violence situation raise. Yeah. Just like it did the first time around, right? Domestic violence went up during the quarantine. So I'm saying, if you got to be stuck with somebody, let's get stuck working on ourselves. All right? Come to Mises.com. Your discount code, ZOLIVE21. The first 2 people to do it, you will be contacted, and I will send you a copy of the out of print the Rebirth of Seeds. My first book came out in 2005. Did you guys enjoy? If you enjoyed today's show, here we go. Let's get laid, man. On the way out, hit that super chat, hit the Cash App, show your love to the people. Don Freeman, hit me on the super chat. Thank you. Anybody else want to follow Don's lead? And y'all take care of Sarah. Lord have mercy. Has Sarah been an edification to your soul? Has Sarah been useful?
Oh, Lord.
Huh? Has Sarah been of value? Has she made these shows more palatable? Y'all got to show Sarah love. Everybody in the chat room, send Sarah $3, $4, $5. If everybody did it, that would make a good day for Sarah.
Whatever the Lord lay on your heart.
Whatever the Lord lays on your heart. Lord, 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 Lord.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. My. Who is this? Azizi, Mozambique. Come on, man. Even Africa is showing up.
Come on.
The motherland itself is in the building.
I need some material, too. I need some for a head wrap. I'm sorry, excuse me. I ain't never had no Mozambique fabric. I had some Nigerian fabric.
I ain't never had no Mozambique fabric. Sarah out here, she's trying to get some fabric, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, Sarah's stupid as hell. I ain't never had no Mozambique.
I wonder how that feel. I'm like,
oh man, this was a beautiful show. I loved every moment of it. Sarah back here, she got her hands in the air. If this word has been edifying.
Oh yes.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to roll up out of here, but I thank you guys. I have some really big news to share about my son, New. I'm not going to share it yet. Okay. That's why I scraped my rim yesterday. I was mad as hell. But I got some really big news about my son. I'm so motherfucking elated and proud and just, I'm over here beaming like, yes, baby boy.
That's my baby.
Don Freeman. I'm like, yes, that's my baby. Oh, speaking of that, I got a chance to kick it with Grady today at the Cigar Lounge. He been out of pocket, because he been doing his work. Yeah. He's been doing his work or whatever. But got a chance to kick it with the brother Grady. We still working on our show that's coming. No class. So that's dope. But yeah, man, some big things are in the making. And I just want everybody that has always been down with me to know I don't have nothing but love for you. I really don't. And I tell people all the time, man, I'm not a perfect man. I got a lot of shit to work on. I got a lot of things to overcome within myself. But I do know that I have a purpose. And I know I'm in line with that purpose. And I know this is part of my purpose. And everybody who coalesces around me, I have nothing but gratitude and appreciation for y'all.
Amen.
And I appreciate you too, Sarah.
Oh, I appreciate you too, baby.
Do you know how close to being a deacon of this church, the first female deacon?
Oh, yes, deaconess.
Deaconess. I appreciate you all, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Zolo Mansions. We out.